Welcome to the Real Retirees of New Jersey, powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors.
If you take proper planning and you create a plan and you use the strategies that are available to you, the outcomes and the probabilities are much higher and in your favor than not.
Randy and Peggy Fisher want to help you retire once and retire right.
As always, thank you for downloading. Thank you for streaming the Real Retirees of New Jersey, all powered by Artemis Wealth Advisors and Liberty Financial Group. Peggy Fisher is here. Randy Fisher is here. You can meet them both at therealretireesofnewjersey.com. You can find all that information here in the show notes. My name is Mark Owens. All right, spontaneity. How spontaneous are you as a couple?
Very. Yes.
You mentioned last week before we got started that out of the blue, Randy just said, pack your bags. We're getting out of here.
Yeah, Friday, like around 1 o'clock in the
Peggy
afternoon.
likes balconies.
Pack your bags. We're leaving.
The balcony tour?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great, right?
Did he even tell you where he was going, where y'all were going, or was he like, get your stuff, let's go?
Hell wasn't available, so we went to the beach.
No, he always will say, pack your bags, we're going. And then I'll be like, going where? Yeah. but it's fun. I'll always,
No, she puts up a fight.
I do. I put up a fight. I complain, say, I don't want to go, blah, blah, blah. And then once we're I got a couple drinks in me and we're on the balcony, I'm like, this is a great idea, Rand.
One drink.
Randy, you're the greatest. I love you. Let's do this again next week.
I go, why do I fight you on this every time?
Why do you fight him? What do you think?
I don't know.
Because her answer to everything is
No.
There it is.
Ask my kids.
No.
Can I
answer
have blah, blah, blah?
is
No. Can I go? No. No.
And we've talked about
No.
this umpteenth times on other podcasts, right? It is a mechanism that people have.
I have that mechanism.
You have that mechanism.
Anything they say to me, the answer is
No.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Like traveling or
Anything.
Yeah. Oh,
can
yeah.
we go get dinner or
Man, anything.
I broke my
Doesn't matter.
arm. Will you call 911? No. Rub a little dirt on it. You'll
I'm
be
dying
fine.
right now. Could you please call 911? No.
You have to use a lot of reverse psychology to get what you want.
Hey, give a little
Randy's
shout out. Where did you go? What balcony did you visit?
Oh,
this time?
it was great. We went to Asbury Park down the shore. It was beautiful. Absolutely great. So anybody in New Jersey
Asbury
listening
Ocean Club
in,
is gorgeous.
the Asbury Ocean
It was
Club.
the first time we were ever there, isn't it?
Yeah, we brought our bikes, took bikes on the, to the boardwalk, and everybody owns a what down there, Randy?
A rascal?
dog.
Pair of glasses?
A dog.
I don't know. What the hell are you talking about?
And they call it, what is it?
Pacemaker?
No, they all own
You
dogs.
say I stump you when you ask a
No,
question?
yes. No, because
Half the time, I don't know what goes through your
no,
noggin.
because you know what the thing is?
I don't know what
So,
was going
Mark,
to come out of that one.
I've never been to a town where every restaurant, on the boardwalk, at the hotel, everywhere, everyone owned a dog. And it could be big, it could be small, it could be anything. In fact, we stopped by too, and they were
There were
just
a lot of
saying
furry
they were
friends.
closing this down. It's called, what is it? Pause hour? Like instead of
pause hours.
Instead of happy hour, it's pause hour. And it's where everyone brings their dogs. They have their drinks. The dogs have like little mini pools and a little running area.
Mm-hmm.
And they just let them go free and wild, which I thought was awesome. But they're actually closing that down to build more hotels. They
didn't
just
know
had an
that.
article literally this week. Yeah, it was so sad because we were just there and I saw it and so
Just
appreciated
needed another
that.
hotel.
But it's nice too because we did see a lot of retired couples down there too. What were they doing, Rand? Just walking the beach with their dog, having themselves a great time. It's another place to retire if you're in New Jersey, though it is very expensive.
So I love again when she asked a question because I was going to come out with like, I don't know,
Yeah.
smoking crack.
No, dogs. Everybody had a dog down there, which was so cute, right?
I don't know what answer she's looking for, actually. So, I mean, and the more crazy I come up with it, then
After
she just says what?
30 years
No,
of marriage,
no,
30 years of marriage,
no,
you should just
that's
know
not
the
it. No.
answers, Rand. No?
No.
No.
Is there-
No, that's famous for the kids.
I love these
They'll
podcasts.
ask me for, anything. It doesn't matter. No.
But for
Mom,
you,
can I-
Randy, when you put these little trips together, like how do you find it? You just do a little Google search or like a client recommended or
Honestly, I like booking.com.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
his
me too.
favorite.
Yeah, I
That's
got
his
that.
go-to.
I love booking.
Yeah.
I got that. Yeah, that's good stuff. So you
I
just
don't
try
know.
something new?
I
Have
just
you ever
troll?
Yeah, just yeah. Or you just look at because I mean I'm fascinated by it because look, we have a 12-year-old who every weekend, our entire week, she's a little cheerleader. So we have 15 different events every single weekend.
Oh, yeah. We've been there, done that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're still about 10 years away from being spontaneous.
Yeah.
Like spontaneous for me is like, which Mexican restaurant are we going to do tonight?
Left or right? Are we making left or right tonight?
Am I going to do a margarita tonight or just a shot of tequila? I'm
Yeah.
crazy. How wild I am right now. What's next for you? What's spontaneous? Are you already starting to eye somewhere?
Well, tell them, Randy. What were
I
we
would
just trying to?
I would never be
No,
home.
tell them. So this is to the people out there too. What were we just trying to do?
I don't even know what you're talking
This is
about.
how spoiled our children are.
No.
Hey guys, this is he puts out a text to our children, right? Hey guys, would you like to go on a cruise? Would you like to do our Christmas break? How about that? What do you think they'll write back and say?
Yes.
We've been there.
We've been there. We've done that. Do you think we would like to do that again? And then I write back to him. This is what I write back. I did not write that. No, I write. No, you did. I write back and say, "Oh my God, I would really love it if my parents said, hey, would you guys like to go on a cruise to the islands for Christmas break?
I want to give them a trip to Alcatraz.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?" No, they all complained, and the 18-year-old was like, "No, I'm gonna be home at a house party for New Year's Eve."
What?
Like, yes. And then the older ones were like, "We've already been there." Like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I want to take you to another Caribbean vacation, guys." God, me and Randy, me and Dad are terrible.
You know what? Send me that text.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what everybody says. Well, then I said to Randy, then we just go by ourselves. That's how that goes. Once those kids are out the door, they're gone.
Wow. Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? You don't hear me because you wouldn't send the email to all of them in the text saying,
I was being
guys,
nice.
Hey, guys.
I'm always being nice.
Hey, guys, would you like
Everybody thinks I'm the asshole, but I'm the nice guy.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
You're.
Are you, though? Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Kids, help me out on this.
Say that. No.
No. Kids, help me out.
Kids, help me out. No.
So you do a little bit of everything. Stocks, bonds, taxes, insurance, annuities, travel agency, everything.
Randy is the ultimate travel agent. I will say that, though. He is the ultimate travel agent.
I
love to travel.
I know it's weird. I like traveling. I maybe travel every 6 weeks. But
the world's a big place.
Yeah, it really is. I don't mind airports. I know I may be in the very small minority. I kind of enjoy it because even when I do travel for work, it's for something fun.
Yes.
So I know when I go to the airport and
you're going somewhere good.
Yes,
yeah.
I've got an
adventure. I like people watching. So you're at an airport. There's like some really weird individuals, right?
Especially at that Newark airport where we go.
Just Newark? It could be anywhere.
I'm just saying for us in New Jersey, we are in the.
Hey, look, I'm in Atlanta, so I see it every time.
Oh, that's a big airport over there. If you see somebody
have a meltdown, you get a free shot at the bar. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem. You know what? Going back to that, that is the problem with today. When you go to the airport, there's so many delays. And what do people do?
They get ripped.
They do go to the bar. We just had that experience where we were in Florida and they told us we had a delay for like 5 hours.
It was great.
And then when we get on the airplane, we had Pissy Pants who was out there.
He was literally piss drunk.
He was piss drunk. He pissed his pants. And when we get on the airplane, the two ladies, I felt so bad. The two ladies were sitting next to him. We're just about to take off. We're going down the runway and the one jumps up.
Passed out.
He passed out. They're like, we don't know if he's dead. So then, of course, we had to go back to the gate. And, this is people who are going back to Newark.
1 o'clock in the morning.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Jersey people. Jersey people on a flight.
It's a whole crew.
It's a whole crew of Jersey.
Dude, they were about to throw him out the window and just keep
care if
rolling.
he died. Just forget. Put him in the corner.
Go.
Put baby in the corner. Can we go?
Lock him in the bathroom. I don't care.
They didn't care. People did not care. Like, sit him down. And that's it.
Like, put his seatbelt on. I'm like, I'm not touching that guy.
Just open the emergency exit, roll him out.
If we get turbulence, let him roll around. Who cares?
We did. And so we had a taxi back. It was very interesting. We had a taxi back. The police were waiting for him in the ambulance at the door. We threw his ass off the plane, and then we happened on our way. Yeah, and everybody started clapping.
we were on our merry New Jersey way.
And then, all the New Jersey people were like
angry trolls.
Yes, it was funny. Yeah, it was great.
Was he dead?
No, he was alive.
He was fine. He walked himself off the plane, but he passed out.
He revived himself.
He did pass out. Well, that was my son, the 18-year-old, who goes, he'll be fine. He's just passed out. Let him sleep to 4 hours.
He was like one of those fainting goats.
Yeah, that's actually a great point. You should have just left him alone.
That's what my son said. Here, let's go to the 17-year-old who likes to drink, right? Going, don't worry, Mom. He's going to be fine. He passed out. By the time we get back into Newark, he's going to be fine.
Randy, is he fogging a mirror? All right, he's alive. Let's go.
Yeah, send him to one of our workshops.
That's all. You hungry?
We got a meal for you.
That's taxpayer.
Taxpayer.
Yeah, taxpayer. But the difference is, though, airport drinks just hit different.
Especially if you're sitting there for 4 or 5 hours, abiding your time.
It's not like it was Mile High. It was Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun? RealRetireesOfNewJersey.com to meet Peggy, to meet Randy. All right, let's talk about it. Big beautiful bill and taxes as well. You mentioned last week that taxes are on sale right now. Let's get back into that for a second, because how long can we take advantage of this, and what are you doing for the families you serve to help mitigate their taxes?
Peg, what are we doing?
Well, with the Trump tax plan being, staying is what it is. Now we're, it's going to be okay.
It's permanent, they say, right?
Well, permanent. Is it? Is that what they said? Permanent?
It's such stupid words.
No. As soon as he leaves, then they're like, "No, we're done with this."
I love when people ask me that. They're, how permanent is it? I go, it's about as permanent as the administration.
How about as permanent as like everything shut down right now? They can't make a decision no matter what happens.
Congress is morons.
I know.
Both sides of the aisle.
Exactly.
I've never seen 500 and some odd people that got their head up their ass.
Yeah, well, everybody's self-inflicted on this one. So, you know what? That's where you button heads.
Ridiculous. But yeah, taxes are on, they are on sale right now. I mean, you legitimately think about that. And is it permanent? It's permanent temporarily. You know, that sounds like an oxymoron, right? It's like jumbo shrimp. It's permanent until 2028
Yes.
is really what it is.
Right.
Whatever happens to the next election,
Yes,
the next Congress changeover, the next Senate changeover, whatever the hell it is,
then everything changes.
They can change whatever rules they want, right?
Exactly.
So that's why I love when they say, oh, this is permanent. It's not permanent. It's temporarily permanent, right? It's the dumbest. It's like a temporary tattoo. You can walk around with it. It looks good for a week or two, and then it wears off, right?
We're as good as 2028 permanent.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, you know, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we went from the older tax plan, which changed to the Tax Act and savings in 2017. The whole him-haul over the last number of years was if the taxes were going to expire and they were going to go backward to the 2017. And I can prove every day till Sunday that almost everybody, I don't care if you made $1 or $100 million, everybody got a tax break. Contrary to popular belief of whatever the, you know, talking heads on TV and the radio shows are out there.
The noise.
If we look at the taxes, tax brackets,
right,
undoubtedly people actually saved somewhere between 3 and 4%, depending on the bracket. Now, believe it or not, the higher the brackets, yeah, they made a lot more money and they only saved 1 or 2.6%. And that's a big value. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. So that's the thing that's, you know, skewed that they talk about. That's on the TV or wherever. The rich were the people who were really, you know, benefited from the plan. Not so.
No.
Because if you look in the middle of the pack, middle of America, the $150,000 to $325,000 range, those people save the most money.
Right. Yeah. And is that the mid class?
Middle class, right?
I mean, that's
without a doubt.
Right.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of the stuff is temporary.
Yeah.
With that said, take advantage of it while you have the opportunity, right? Because, you know, over the next 4 years, as we've mentioned a number of times on other podcasts, go backward and listen to some of these things. We have about 40 some odd million people turning 65 in the next 5 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So while this tax plan is in effect,
right,
there is going to be a giant cliff of 65-year-old lemmings jumping off the bridge there, right?
Yeah.
And what are they doing? They're going to work forever? Hell no. They're retiring.
Right.
Mm-hmm. One of the reasons why 65 is such a magical age is because of health benefits, right? So if they actually had an opportunity to retire and they had benefits prior to 65, some of those people took that.
Right.
Most of those people didn't have that opportunity.
So they had to wait.
So the health plan is the Medicare plan.
Right.
When do they actually start to initiate Social Security and Medicare? Age 65. Here's the issue, ladies and gentlemen. Social Security and Medicare are funded by payroll taxes. If we have 41 million people that are actually going to be exiting the workforce, that's 41 more million people that aren't putting money into the Social Security and Medicare tax system, right? Where is it being funded by? That's how they're funded. 84% of the Social Security Trust Fund is funded by, half of it is by the employer, half of it is by the employee. When those people retire, that portion of the taxes is no longer coming out of anybody's paycheck. Right. It's gone, right? We now need 40 million people to reproduce those jobs or to refill that void.
Right, exactly.
Just to keep things maybe similar or the same.
Yeah.
And when I say similar or the same, that means that the government still runs at a $2 trillion deficit. Why is that huge? Let me take some zeros away. Ready? Let's say you made $50,000 a year, but you spent $70,000 a year as a household. How long do you think you're going to be able to do that?
I'm not.
Sooner or later. I mean, and the difference you're putting on your credit card, right? Yeah. Sooner or later, Visa's maxed out, MasterCard's maxed out, American Express is not letting you put anything on there.
Diners Club got cut up in front of me.
It's everybody, right? You're right.
Discover won't even take
your SO card is off.
Yeah.
Right? So you're done. With the United States government, these imbeciles, all they do is raise the debt ceiling, right? So they raise the credit limit. All that basically means is they can either print more or they can borrow more.
Right.
Anytime they print or borrow more, the money that's in everyone's pocket, including anyone who's listening to this podcast, your money's worth less.
That's correct.
That's called monetary inflation.
Right.
It's been happening for a very, very, very long time. It's been speeding up for lots of other reasons, but the fact of the matter is the social programs in which we actually have out there that people are entitled to, once Santa Claus gives something away, it's really hard for him to take it back.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you have everybody that's on these particular programs and they're expecting to get this,
Right.
one way or another, it's got to be funded. Now, here's the moral to my story, ladies and gentlemen. We can't print forever and we can't borrow forever because we've got $37 trillion worth of national debt at the moment. We can't go very much higher. And we're trying to pay some of it down through tariffs and some other stuff and trying to cut some spending. But there's not many things within the budget that they can literally cut out anyway.
Right.
Right. So what my story here is, the government doesn't sell ice cream cones, cars, hats, houses. They don't sell any of that crap. They make money by charging people what?
Taxes.
Taxes.
That's right.
If they need money to fund their programs, it can only come from three sources: taxes,
And more taxes.
and more taxes.
Yes.
So what are you saying?
Taxes will eventually be going up in the future, ladies and gentlemen. To who, how much, where, what portion of the economy or the citizen who's paying them? Is it the employer? Is it the employee? Will it be both? Or here's the other equation. They reduce the benefits of Social Security.
Or change
reduce
the age.
benefits
Or change the age.
of Medicare.
Right.
And or change the benefit date.
Yes.
Right? When can I start collecting?
Right.
Hey, is it 65? Is it 67?
67?
Is it 80?
Right.
Is it 82? Is it
Right.
75? What is it?
Yeah. And people expect to have that, when they retire.
74% of people who actually retire today, 74% of American citizens
rely on Social Security
as their primary source
that's
of income.
That's crazy. And
That
what
is
happens
crazy.
if that was to go
Do
away?
you think the generation of those in their mid to late 40s, early 50s, will they have Social Security?
I think it'll be changed, to be quite frank with you. It'll be changed to some degree, shape, or form. Right now, they've already talked about something called the means testing. Mm-hmm. And means, it doesn't mean angry. It means some type of a formula.
Right.
Right. So now I'm going to make this as painless as possible as I can try to do this. But when you are qualifying for Medicare, depending on how much income in which you currently have, affects the premiums in which you're going to be paying.
Correct.
Right. If you make too much money, that the government says is you make too much money.
Right.
Basically, it's just a threshold.
Yes.
If you make over a certain amount of money, you get penalized.
So they'll reduce your payments.
Exactly.
Right.
You get penalized on Medicare, and they don't send you a bill.
Nope.
They don't send you an envelope and say, hey, put a check in here, send it to me.
Yeah.
They reduce your Social Security by the penalty in which you're being afforded because you supposedly make too much money.
Right.
That's essentially called a means test, right?
Yep.
So under that same pretense, the government also has a formula called the provisional income formula. So if you take Social Security in and of itself, it's not a taxable event.
Right.
Social Security income becomes taxable once you have other forms of income. 1099 income, pension income, tax-free bond income, all those things are added in. If you're over a certain limit, and if you're single, it starts out at from 0 to 25. None of your Social Security is included in tax.
Right.
From $25,000 to $32,000 worth of the adjusted provisional income formula, which essentially is half of your Social Security plus all of your other forms of income. If you make more than $32,000, 85% of your Social Security in which you receive is taxable.
Right.
So most people are like, wait a minute. I paid taxes going in. I paid taxes while I was working. And now I'm paying taxes because I'm getting a Social Security check. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the system, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what the problem is? You don't understand it. So if you don't understand it, you can't vote against it or you can't have any word about how it works. And most of the American public is naive about how those things work, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So let's get to a married couple, for example. The level of married couple is 32 and 44,000. So if I took half of Social Security, added it to a pension or added it to any other forms of income, if a couple who's retired is getting more than $44,000 a year, 85% of their Social Security is taxable.
Right.
The government, the IRS, thinks $44,000 in the provisional income formula is well off.
Right.
So if they start the means test at $44,000 and phase it out, let's say at 75 or 100,000, let's go back to the big beautiful bill. For instance, if you are over age 65, you get an additional $6,000 standard deduction that you can use against any of your income.
Right.
That means if you have income below $150,000. So again, that's a means test. That's a standard formula of phasing something out.
Right.
Right. Let's say they make the same thing. Let's say they say anybody that has over $150,000 worth of income, you no longer get Social Security.
That's not good.
How's that going to affect you?
That's going to affect us big
You
time.
think that's going to affect anybody? Now, some people are like, well, I'm not going to make $150,000. Well, guess what? What if you're single and you make 70?
Right.
You're excluded.
Yeah, right.
How about that one?
Exactly.
Right? How about this? You ready? We're a married couple, and all of a sudden, one of us died.
That's right. That's crazy.
Now, I went from X number of dollars worth of income. One of the Social Securities is gone.
Right.
It's now reduced,
And then
but
the
I'm
income's
over a
gone.
limitation.
Right, exactly.
Now what happens?
Yeah.
I'm excluded, and now I lost both Social Securities.
Yeah. That's
ladies and
big in
gentlemen,
retirement.
moving forward, I'm telling you right now, one of the biggest things moving forward from a retirement income planning scenario is literally understanding. We call it stress testing your income plan.
Yep.
Understanding where your income is going to be coming from.
Right.
Most people have lived on paychecks their whole life.
Yes.
They don't know how to live on commission. They don't know where it comes from, things like that.
Yeah.
And they don't like the variableness to it, right? If you want a paycheck during your lifetime, then you better understand how your income plan works in good times, good markets, bad markets, divorce, death, disability. The list goes on.
Right. Because what do we always say in retirement, Randy? Income is the outcome that matters the most. And that is true.
But think about this. It's permanent
I know.
for the most part, right? So when people retire, you don't say, hey, I'm going to retire and then I'm going to go back to work. Very rarely do people want to go back to work to that degree.
Sometimes they just
They do it because they're bored.
Right.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
You can do different things. You can do a different career, whatever it may be. But when you retire, you're in a whole different mindset, right? You're not saying, hey, listen, I'm going to go put on another dress or another suit or tie or whatever. And every day I'm going to get up and go to the office and go do what I got to do to go earn a living. There's a lot of people that now are, because of the inflationary situation that we've been through COVID to today,
Right.
they're now finding it a lot harder to meet their needs, and they're on a static income.
Yeah.
They're not on an appreciable income. They don't have a glide path to higher amounts of income over time because they didn't do their proper planning.
Right.
They lost money in certain times or they're not going to get it back. Right. So all those things coordinating with the increase in inflation is extremely hardening to retirement.
Yeah.
I'll give you one of the other things that's kind of passing people by that they're really not understanding, which is kind of like a silent tax on their retirement lifestyle. Property taxes.
Yeah. Big time.
Property taxes normally only go in one direction.
Up.
Right? So when their value of their home has increased due to the inflation that's out there, everybody talks about what's bad about inflation. Well, what's good about inflation? Everybody's home value went through the roof because of inflation.
Correct.
So now your market value went up. What did all those municipalities do? They went out and reassessed everybody's property.
And what they do? They jacked up our
They
rates.
jacked up everybody's
They
property.
did that to ours, I'll tell you
So
that.
they jacked up everybody's property taxes. So now what happens is if I'm on a static income and I'm getting X number of dollars coming in the door, and I was just getting by, now I have more pressure because all those goods and services, milk, eggs, clothes, everything
all
else,
gone up.
All's gone up.
Yep.
And what people are waiting for, I love this one. I'm waiting for President Trump to lower prices. Well, you don't want to hold your breath because you're either going to pass out or die.
Yeah.
Because that's not the way that shit works.
Because when things go up, they don't usually
come
go
down.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
Why would they want to?
That's inflation. They call that sticky inflation. It
Right.
means when prices rise, they normally stay where they are and plateau off. They can go in three different directions. They can continue to go up. That's hyperinflation, right? They can go down, which is de-inflation. We don't want de-inflation. Everybody thinks we want de-inflation because we want a decrease in price. That means we have a stalled economy. That means we have high unemployment. That means we have problems.
Right.
We don't want that.
No.
We want more or less a flattening line of inflation, and that's exactly what we've gotten since the guy got in office.
Yeah.
He's flattened it out.
He has.
It hasn't risen tremendously.
Nope, it hasn't.
It hasn't fallen
Nope.
tremendously. It's just flattened. That's the best we can actually do. And I don't care if he was in, Biden was in, Kamala was in. I don't care if you bring back George Washington. It makes no difference who's in office.
Bring back George.
Bring back George. It's a matter of really just cooling inflation.
Right.
It means that prices aren't continuing to jack through the roof.
Yeah.
They've kind of stabilized. The unfortunate problem is they're not going down.
No.
They're going to stay sticky. Moral to my big, long diatribe here is this. Most people who do still have money that retire, most of that money is IRA money.
Yes, that's correct.
So when they need to take more money out in order to pay property taxes, to pay groceries,
hire everything,
gas, whatever, right? Energy, they need to take more money out of their IRA.
Right.
Whenever you take money out of an IRA, it's taxable. So guess who's the number one beneficiary of inflation?
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
Yes.
So ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is what we talk about being educated about how this thing works. If you don't understand the dynamics of how taxes work, how the government works, how retirement works, and how these are all interconnected, they are literally almost like a symbiotic relationship with each other. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can either do it reactively or you can do it proactively.
Or you could call us at 866-304-3656.
Peggy woke up.
We would love to help you out.
Don't be reactive. Be proactive.
Yes.
Be proactive. Be proactive. Make a phone call to the team, 866-304-3656, the Real Retirees of New Jersey.com to meet the team. Well, great information as always. Thank you for that. And I know this is something that's on the people's mind. And if you're also looking for that second opinion, the team Artemis Wealth Advisors, Liberty Financial Group, that's Randy Fisher, that's Peggy Fisher, are always willing to answer your questions. You can shoot them a note from the homepage of the Real Retirees of New Jersey.com. Hey, we're going to hit pause, but we'll be back at it this time next week. Thanks so much for joining us. This has been the Real Retirees of New Jersey with Peggy and Randy Fisher.
We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Investment advisor services offered through Artemis Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Artemis Wealth Advisors is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Randolph A. Fisher, insurance license number 9616074, and Liberty Financial Group, LLC, and Peggy Fisher, national license number 189-42003 and 570-5833.